Okay, hey guys, time for another unboxing. Ignore that. That is not there. For this part of the video at least, anyway. And this is, as you can tell, a very plain looking box, but it is from EVGA. And if you haven't guessed already, this is a backplate for the GTX 780. So, I'm actually going to open it here. See, unboxing so much easier when you've got a knife. Careful not to scratch the product inside though. It's going to be a very quick unboxing really. We've got a loose bit of cardboard, but other than that, nothing else in the box other than the backplate and the screws for it. So let's have a look. Do a bit of unboxing trickery here. Put it down on this so it doesn't scratch it. So this is the backplate. It's got a protective layer on it at the moment, which I'm going to leave on until I've actually got it attached. And then that's it on the back. I believe that's actually meant to be there, by the looks of it. So there we go. So let's see, what have we got here? It's simple stuff, all the different screw holes, EVGA and then GeForce GTX 780. If I was going to bring this over, I will do a quick demonstration on it. And that is roughly what it will look like once it's on the card. And we've got all the screws for it as well, because what you do is you remove a certain set of screws on here, and when you do that, I need to actually find a screwdriver, because some of them I need to find a screwdriver for that. I've never realised there are different screws, but yeah, and then you use these ones to put them on. So quickly before I finish up recording for the time being, so what is the point of a backplate? The idea is not only that does it give it a more cleaner, more uniformed look, it also helps cool the card a bit as well. It acts as a bit like a heat sink. That's mainly the case if you've got something like the Titan, which has like memory chips on the back as well, but obviously this one doesn't. And most of the circuitry is on the other side. So I'm going to find the right screwdriver for this, and I will come back later and show you how to fit it. Okay guys, I'm back, and you're at a funny angle, but so I can get in and actually work on the card that little bit easier. So, for installing the backplate, what you will need is a Phillips head screwdriver, simple one really, and a T6 torque screwdriver, if that's how you pronounce it. Yeah, now for the majority of the screws on the PCB here that you have to remove are in fact the T6 one, and the Phillips head one is for the little PCI bracket down there. And I believe for screwing on the new ones as well, because I believe they are actually Phillips head as well. So let's begin. If you're not sure which screws to remove, you can always just look at this. There is on the actual backplate here, and you can see which ones you have to put in and other ones you have to remove, obviously. So if I sound a bit out of breath, it's just because I've cycled quite a distance of about 10 miles in just under 20 minutes, just to try and it turns out I can't find my actual one, so I just had to buy a new set of these torque screwdrivers so I can do it. and my local hardware shop didn't have any in, so I had to go to the next town over and get one from there. And it's very tiring. It's actually, despite being coming up to the middle of October, it's actually very, very warm out. So this one's been a bit of and it also turns out, because this was actually a computer supply store, a mega chain for the UK. I don't know if you have them elsewhere in the world, but here in the UK, and they're called Backplate. Yeah, if there's no staff about and you want their assistance, just pull a 780 out of your bag and that will get their attention. That is literally what I just done. I wanted to test the screwdriver to make sure it fitted. So, but I wasn't too sure if I was going to have to open the packaging. No staff about. Got the 780 out, all of a sudden I was surrounded by staff, so yeah, that's how it goes. Warranty void if removed. Okay, I will not remove that then. So let's place it on and get these new screws out of the bag. Keep all of these for the time being on the bag so we know that they're the new ones. And the new ones are in fact Phillips head ones. So that is all I needed that thing for. I just spent $12.99 on a new screwdriver set just for, what was it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 screws. Although I suppose, oh wait, hold on. Picking up from the wrong pile there, don't do that. Yeah, you're not meant to do that. One thing to remember is we still have this protective film on, which there is a nice little warning here: remove protective film before use. So that's the next stage in this, once we've got it. So, what screws am I missing? This one. Interestingly, one thing I did find out with this EVGA backplate, the 780 and the Titans share the same PCB. I believe I mentioned this in the unboxing. But despite them sharing the same PCB, this actually has holes in a different place. You wouldn't have thought it really, would you? But it does. That bit there is quite tight enough. So you can tell when it's not tight enough, because when you touch it, it makes a sort of, you can feel it move, and it shouldn't be doing that. So that's all the new screws in. Now I'm obliged to say at this point, keep hold of your old screws, because if your card breaks and you have to send it back to the manufacturer, like if I needed to send this card back to EVGA tomorrow for whatever reason, I would actually have to remove the back plate and put all these old screws back on again, because they get, well, I think EVGA actually are quite nice about it, and but yeah, most manufacturers, they will be you know, like MSI, and they're not going to like it, so you're going to have to remove it. So there it is. That is the backplate fitted onto the 780 itself. If I just, you'll see that it sits about 2mm off of the PCB, so you don't have to worry about actually touching the PCB and shorting it out. Thanks for sort of the standoffs it's got. It's got pretty much like motherboard standoffs you get in a case. You'll see it looks a lot cleaner, and if I can find a little tab bit so that I can get this off. That's something you need EVGA on this. You need a little tab poking off the side, so I can just go like that. Then, because us computer geeks, most of us tend to be male, and if we're male, we probably don't have the nails to get underneath it. And if we did, we might scratch it. But there we go. EVGA 780 backplate. Hopefully I can actually still fit this in with, because I believe you can, but with the X79 Dark it has that IO shield which might get in the way, so that'd be an interesting one. But anyway, yeah, that's my video of the EVGA 780 backplate unboxing and fitting. If you have any questions, feel free to ask, but remember, if you do this and you break your card, do not blame me. It's not my fault. Doing this under your own risk. But thanks for watching. Remember to like my Facebook page and all that sort of stuff, and goodbye.